Hello everyone, today I will be showing you how to cook 3 different dishes. Today I will be doing 1 vegetable dish, 1 protein dish, and 1 dessert. These dishes are from region 1 to 3, specifically dishes from Ilocos and Pampanga. But before we start cooking, I will tell you the origins of these dishes. For our vegetable dish, we will be cooking pinakbet. Pinakbet, commonly known as pakbet, is a classic Filipino vegetable dish. It is made with different vegetables such as bitter gourd, sweet potatoes, eggplants, okra, and green beans. Pinakbet originated in the Ilocos region, but it now comes in variety of regional and seasonal variants. Pinakbet is derived from Ilocano term pinakbet, which means shriveled or shrunk. This vegetable dish is more than just a regional specialty. It is the Ilocano's palate symbol. It is a tribute to the proud Ilocano farmers who fight with the physical conditions and produce a much-loved, hearty cuisine from their country. Instead of shrimp paste or bagoong alamang, Ilocano pakbet is made using fish bagoong sauce. Bagoong isda sauce is a thick fermented fish sauce prepared primarily from anchovies and salt. It gives the dish a taste that goes well with the vegetables or any protein. In this dish, we will use shrimp. In the traditional Ilocano pinakbet recipe, squash is not typically included. It is generally used in Tagalog pinakbet recipe. And now, let's proceed in cooking the dish.
And here are the ingredients: okra, ampalaya, kamote, sibuyas, kamatis, bawang, asin, paminta, bagoong isda at sitaw. In a large pot, bring water to boil. Add anchovy sauce or bagoong isda and wait for it to boil one more time. Once it is boiling, you can now add your shrimp and wait for it to cook. When it is already cooked, remove the shrimp and set aside. Now, add the vegetables. You can start with kamote, tomato, onions, and garlic. Cover your pot and wait till your kamote to be tender, enough to let the fork slide through the kamote. Then add the remaining vegetables. Add your sitaw, ampalaya, and okra. Once your vegetables are already tender and soft, add your talong. Lastly, add your shrimp again and let it simmer. And we're done. Here's our pinakbet Ilocano. And here is the list of ingredients and how you cook it.
cooking Insarabasab or Sarabasab. Sarabasab or Ilocano style sisig is an Ilocano dish made out of chopped flame-grilled pork mixed with chilies, onions, vinegars, and other spices. It is a traditional Ilocano meal in which pork meat is cooked over an open fire. Insarabasab is an Ilocano phrase that means anything that has been scorched by an open fire. To put in layman's terms or culinary terms, meat cooked directly over an open fire. The Ilocanos used to roast pig flesh over a fire of dry logs or firewood in their dalikan, which is a traditional Ilocano stove or cooking place. The meat is sliced into thin slices and flavored with salt, pepper, and vinegar before being combined with onions pieces. The most important of it is the Ilsukang Ilocos, a type of vinegar produced in the region of Ilocos. And now, let's proceed in cooking the dish.
And here are the ingredients that we need: Sprite and bawang, luya and calamansi juice, pork belly, and salt and pepper. Marinate your pork with calamansi juice, Sprite, bawang, luya, asin, at paminta in a container. Cover the container and let it marinate overnight. Prepare your charcoal grill. Place the marinated pork on the top until it is cooked. Let the charcoal flame occasionally as it adds flavors to the pork. Remove pork from the grill, then chop them into smaller pieces. For the mixture, we need luya and bawang, sibuyas at siling haba, siling labuyo, paminta at suka. Then mix in the remaining ingredients. Place it in a platter and enjoy! And here is our finished product, Insarabasab. For a twist, I added some homemade achara underneath for another layer of flavor. And here are the ingredients and how to cook it.
And lastly, for our dessert, we will be cooking Tibok-tibok from Pampanga. Pampanga's regional variation of maja blanca is Tibok-tibok. However, unlike the latter, which is made with coconut milk, corn, and cornstarch, this Kapampangan delicacy is created with fresh Carabao's milk, rice flour, and latik topping. The milk pudding has a wonderful hint of coconut scent and a smooth, creamy texture. It is eaten as a dessert or snack like most kakanin. The amusing name Tibok-tibok is derived from Tagalog and Kapampangan term tibok, which is the Tagalog and Kapampangan version of the word pulse or beat, as in heartbeat. It's called such because after the Tibok-tibok is finished, it starts to pulse as the bubbles struggle to break through the surface. You will see in this video how that Tibok-tibok happened. And now, let's proceed in cooking the dish.
And here are the ingredients that we need. White sugar and rice flour, salt and coconut cream, and for the alternative for fresh Carabao's milk, we will use fresh cow's milk. In a pan over medium heat, add coconut cream and bring to a boil. Continue to cook, stirring occasionally until liquid starts to thicken. Lower heat and simmer as oil starts to separate and solids begin to form. Regularly stir and scrape sides and bottoms of the pan to prevent from burning. Continue to cook and stir until curds turn to golden brown. Drain latik and reserve oil. Generously brush bottom and sides of pan with coconut oil and set aside. In a bottom pan, combine rice flour, milk, and sugar, and add salt if using cow's milk and mix together until smooth and well blended. And take note, if we are using Carabao's milk, we don't need to use salt. Over medium-low heat, bring to simmer, whisking regularly. Continue to cook, whisking regularly for about 10 to 15 minutes. Whisk regularly for about 10 to 15 minutes or until mixture thickens to a smooth thick paste. And this is how magic happens, the Tibok-tibok. Gently transfer your milk mixture to our oil-prepared pan. Give it a big tap for proper distribution and to avoid bubbles inside your Tibok-tibok. Smooth and evenly distribute using a spatula. Use a plastic or cling wrap to avoid the dryness of the top of your Tibok-tibok. Allow to slightly cool and set. Cut into serving slices and garnish with latik. And this is our finished product, Tibok-tibok. For some twist, I added some pureed corn underneath and cheese-flavored ice cream at the top. And sprinkled it with latik. And here are the ingredients. And this is how you do it. Thank you for watching!